It's not talked about much in polite conversation, but for about 30 million Americans, a condition called overactive bladder is a serious problem. We're talking about the urge to go all throughout the day and the night. It can limit your freedom and, frankly, be just plain embarrassing. But now a new FDA-approved treatment is making a difference. For Claudette Henry, something as simple as a short road trip is giving her renewed pleasure. Until recently, it wasn't something she could do without worrying.
I will tell you that I had some embarrassing moments.
It's not a favorite thing to discuss, but she wanted to share her solution. Claudette's frequent need to find a restroom was cutting in on her active lifestyle, impacting her volunteer work and keeping her up at night.
It just was becoming more and more difficult, and I knew I had to do something.
That's incredibly debilitating. And it only takes one accident for them not to want to leave the house. So a lot of these patients are homebound by it.
Claudette had no intention of allowing that to happen to her. So when medication didn't work well for her, Dr. Raul Ordorica told her about an unlikely new treatment, one that begins, of all places, near her ankle.
It sounded really funny. I said, how could anything go in my ankle that would help my bladder? And I'm like, I have not heard anything like this before.
The therapy is called percutaneous tibial nerve stimulation, or PTNS. It works with a device called Urgent PC, and it's designed to reprogram how your bladder is working.
When we go to the bathroom, it's really a reflex, just like a knee jerk. And we're allowing this reflex to happen. Sometimes this reflex occurs without us controlling it. What it does is it gives us back the control over the reflex.
Here's how it works. A tiny needle electrode is inserted above the ankle. The device prompts impulses to travel up the tibial nerve to the sacral plexus and the nerves that control bladder and pelvic floor function. Studies show 12 half-hour treatments tend to offer the best results. Claudette keeps a log to chart her patterns and progress. She noticed changes after the first treatment.
The next day, I thought, geez, I'm not using the bathroom as much. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just imagining that. At the course of the 12 treatments, I was sleeping all night, right straight through the night, and that was amazing for me. I mean, I'm like, wow, this is really great.
It can have a huge effect. Suddenly they're able to go out, they can lead a normal life. Were you skeptical before we started this?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it working.
Okay.
For Diane Heldorfer, the case was even more challenging. Medication alone worked for her years ago until she was diagnosed and treated for colon cancer.
Well, now I feel a little bit going up.
After that, her problem became worse, forcing her to get up throughout the night and having the urge to go almost every half hour during the day.
So I would be timing myself how long it would take me to get to a store or where I was going, and then check out where the restrooms were before I did anything else, and try to position myself around them, every 45 minutes. And it just was ridiculous. So for a while, I just didn't even want to go out.
The therapy Diane and Claudette are undergoing is considered low risk with minimal or no side effects. It is not advised for pregnant women, people prone to excessive bleeding, those who have nerve damage that could impact pelvic floor function, or people with pacemakers. Just 6 treatments in, and Diane is experiencing a major change.
I forget I even have a problem now. I don't feel like I immediately have to seek out where the nearest restroom is. It's the way it should be.
A surprisingly simple solution for those who are determined to live life fully.
I can do all the things and everything that I want to do without worrying.
Doctors recommend trying other therapies like physical therapy and medication first. If those don't help or are not enough, PTNS may be the answer. The 12 treatments cost about $1,500. Some insurance companies are covering the treatment. Medicare in Florida covers it on a case-by-case basis.